US dollar is diving against Swiss franc. Look what is happening. This is almost the lowest point for the US dollar against the Swiss franc. 0.81 Swiss franc per $1. The dollar is getting weaker and weaker to the Swiss franc, and actually it is almost on the lowest point in history. There was only one time in 2011 when US dollar was weaker than today. But actually it is the same as in 2011, as there are only 2 cents from the lowest point from 2011. The US dollar is going down against the Swiss franc. Look at this in 1970, in 1971. In 1971, $1 was 4.3 Swiss francs, and then it's been diving to the total bottom from 4.3 to 3, 2, 1, 0.71 in 2011, and now it is 0.81, but soon probably it will be even lower. Why is this happening to the US dollar? Why the Swiss franc is so strong? Well, first of all, we have to understand what are the advantages of the Swiss franc. M3, the money supply in Swiss franc is it's not going so fast like for the US dollar. But the interest rate on Swiss franc is only 0.5, but the interest rate on US dollar is 4.5. Even though the interest rate on US dollar is so high, it is diving, US dollar is diving to Swiss franc. It shows weakness, it shows the loss of worth. It is going down. But is it the only Swiss franc so strong against US dollar? Well, it is not Swiss franc strong. It is US dollar weak. What is happening to other currencies? Well, to other assets around the world. First of all, we have to check maybe something different than currency. So we can check, let's say, maybe gold. We can find out what is the price to the gold. Look at this. The gold price reached new high. At the moment, 1 ounce of gold is $3,236 per 1 ounce of gold. But look at this. We can use the candlestick. A few hours ago, the 1 ounce of gold cost in US dollar $3,245 per 1 ounce. This is what is happening with the US dollar. It is losing against gold. Heavily, very heavily. Look at this. Just in 2000, in just 1 year, 2 years ago, on March 2023, 1 ounce of gold was for $1,800. Now it is almost 100% more than before. It is $3,236 per 1 ounce. So the dollar is going down against Swiss franc. The dollar is losing against gold. Why is this happening? Well, the most important is M3, the quantity of money supply. Another thing is that gold is just gold. People don't believe in currency so much? They never did actually. As in, look at this, in 1977, 1976, 1 ounce was $132 per 1 ounce. Today it is 3.5K. Look at this. In 1972, 1 ounce of gold was $35 per 1 ounce. 35, 40, 50, 50 bucks. Now it is 3,300 bucks. Well, everything is about inflation. Everything is about the rise of money, the quantity of money, the M3, money supply. Too much money. This is what it is. This is what it is. And of course, it is also about being strong or being weak. Okay? The Swiss economy is stronger than the US economy. That's it. This is it. That's why Swiss franc is getting stronger and stronger to US dollar because of the money supply. Gold is getting stronger to dollar as there is more dollars around the world. That's it. It's very simple. Thank you. Please subscribe my channel for more video like this. I hope to see you soon. And please check out more videos on this channel, as there are explanation why actually British pound is losing so much, why the British pound is even weaker than US dollar, because US dollar is not so bad comparing actually to the British pound. There is a quite difficult situation with the British pound, as the British pound used to be the world currency. Actually, it was the strongest currency, the best currency that people used to hold. But actually that ended 100 years ago, and since that time the British pound lost actually so much that, you know, today 1 British pound actually equals to 1 US dollar, but 90 years ago you would have to give $4 for each British pound. Today it is just $1 per 1 British pound, and it is going down even stronger than the dollar to gold, to Swiss franc. So dollar is not so bad compared to the British pound. That's why I hope you are going to check more videos about the British pound and the bad situation of the British pound, and what is happening and what may happen to the British pound if the British pound will follow its route for that been actually followed for last decades. See you soon. Bye bye.